What's going on, guys? Wei Koh from Revolution here at the TAG Heuer booth at Watches and Wonders 2023, and it is the 60th anniversary of the Carrera. And the new Carrera is something that's really impressed me. Why? Well, it would have been really easy for TAG Heuer just to make a facile reproduction of the past, but they've moved the stories forward in a really confident way. So let me show you the watch. And what you have here is an incredible glass box construction. So I'm going to turn it to the side so you can see how deep the sapphire crystal is. And actually, if you look closer at the watch, you'll realize that actually there's no bezel. It's a bezel-less watch. So the famous tachymeter is actually part of the flange, right? And you know, what I love about this is just, it's a fully contemporary watch. It's not trying to replicate the past. It's not trying, you know, the equivalent of like if Porsche was going to make an air-cooled 930 turbo with 4 speeds, you know, they wouldn't today because, well, also it was a very dangerous car. I used to have one of those. It tried to kill me all the time. They're going to make a new version with 4-wheel drive with so many cool upgrades to it. Well, that's the equivalent of this watch as well. And also the analogy continues with the movement, because the movement is not the very familiar Heuer 02, but it's an upgraded TH20-00, which is bidirectional in terms of winding and keeps all the best, of course, of the Heuer 02, meaning it's got a column wheel and also a vertical clutch. That means you can keep it running indefinitely with no loss of amplitude. Now, I want to show you this watch on the wrist. It looks just absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so in a blue dial, we've also got the black dial version of it as well. And again, like, it just makes me smile because you look at it and you can immediately identify the design iconography of the Carrera. And yet it's an incredibly modern watch as well. And also, I have to say, the enhanced visibility of the dial, so much texture to it as well, is fantastic. Glass box construction continues to just like make me smile also because that flange where the tachymeter is incredibly visible. Now, for if you're a young guy and you've got great eyesight, I congratulate you. But for me, an old guy with terrible eyesight, it allows me to actually look at everything and be able to read it in a moment, like in a second, you know, which is great. Beautiful watch, 39 mm in terms of diameter. Now we're going to go from 39 mm to a Carrera with 42 mm in terms of diameter. And I have to say, I love the styling of this watch. Like, for me, I probably prefer the 39 mm in diameter model, but there's still a huge market for a watch that's 42 mm in diameter. And it's got this beautiful kind of radiant orange racing track around it, which I really dig. It kind of reminds me of the 70s. And again, it's got the updated TH20-00, bidirectional winding for the rotor, vertical clutch, and column wheel. Great addition to the family, but then there's, of course, this. And I have to say, that's marvelous. So they've taken the glass box and they brought over the chronograph tourbillon. And there you have it. It's the TH09 movement. It also has bidirectional winding now. And it's also a vertical clutch, column wheel, chronograph movement. And you can see that glass box construction just makes it a wonderfully modern watch while still retaining all the characteristic TAG Heuer Carrera iconography. So, marvelous watches, guys. Well done. Cheers.